Hey everyone, Farming Lemon here. What I have for you guys today is actually something unique. We'll be taking a look at a street sweeper. Now, I haven't seen a street sweeper in FS22 or FS25 until now. So this is actually pretty unique. This one specifically is the 21XE205. You can find the download in the description below. As for console users, unfortunately, this would not be available. This would only be available for PC users. Let's take a deeper dive into this and take a look. You can see that there's a few decals and stuff on the side. We have FS25 on top, sanitation department. And then one thing I find interesting or kind of funny is it says, keep farm sim 25 clean, don't litter. And looking around the vehicle, you see that we also have a hitch at the back and a lot of, we have two beacons back here as well as two on the top actually, and there's just a lot of lights on the street sweeper, and I think there's another light right here for your sweepers on each side as well, which is kind of unique. So outside, I think cosmetically looks very good. Moving on to the inside here, it's a run-of-the-mill interior, I guess. Nothing too special or anything like that, so I can't really say too much on that point. But outside looks really good. So looking at some of the controls, we'll start it up as normal here. So some of the basic controls are B and X. So your B is to turn on your street sweeper, and then the X is actually to unfold your street sweeper. So as you can see, if you unfold it, your bristles on each side will go up and down. What can you actually sweep up with this? Well, it's essentially anything you could otherwise pick up with a bucket. So that is any stones, obviously, or you have hay, or anything that might be a dumpable product in that case. What's also surprising is that you can actually use this for snow as well, which is kind of unique. If you guys play with a little bit more realistic, we all know that snow can be kind of annoying, and this model essentially help you out in cleaning it up. Going back to the controls, we also see that there's a couple more. We can see that N is actually for the closing and opening of the rear door, so that's where all of your material will end up and go. And then you can also do a control I. Unfortunately, I don't have access here, but in other words, that'll lift the full rear portion and allow you to dump your material. Alright, so we're here at the store, and I just wanted to demonstrate something really small, but if in the case that you were looking to attach a trailer, it's pretty easy as well. In this case, we have a wood chipper, and you can just attach it like so. It can serve different purposes, allowing you to maybe carry in another cart or another trailer of some sort, just allow you to dump some material. But nonetheless, there you go. Also, one thing I just want to point out really quick is just the sheer size of this street sweeper. Right next to us is a John Deere 8R, and the size of the street sweeper is almost the same. Like, the height is pretty comparable to that of the 8R, and obviously, well, there we go. They're pretty close in size. Just, I thought that was interesting, kind of the sheer size of it, but let's continue. Alright, so we're pulling up on a field here that I dumped a bunch of hay everywhere. We have some wood chips as well, but so essentially what we're going to do, we're going to turn on our street sweeper, and then we're going to lower our bristles, and we're going to just simply move forward here. So as you can see, you still need to drive somewhat slow, but you can see that it's continuously picking it up here. But yeah, if you kind of move slow enough, and we can kind of set the cruise control. Also, this goes around 80 miles an hour, which is pretty fast. I don't think you'll be doing any sweeping at that high of speeds, but I guess if you want to sweep somewhere pretty quick, I guess you could do that too. Yeah, as you can see, if you're just doing small jobs around your animals, or if you're just messy in general, I think this will probably do a pretty good job of cleaning your farm and or in this case a field. Alright, so we're going to turn off our street sweeper, and like I mentioned before, to dump it we just do a control I, and you can see the back portion of the street sweeper lifts up, and then it just dumps it in one pile there, and you can see all that we sweeped up is now on the ground into one single pile. And one thing I just kind of wanted to experiment with here is that you see a bigger pile of wood chips, and let's see how this street sweeper handles a bigger pile. Wow. It actually did significantly better than I had thought. I thought it was going to struggle with that, if I'm being honest with you, but it did actually a very good job, and it made very quick work of that big pile. So that's another thing to think about as well. If you have larger piles of maybe other items or stuff, you could easily sweep this up with this. So as I mentioned before, this mod works with anything that is a fill type material. So in other words, you could probably also use this for beets or kind of any other kind of crop like that as well for transportation. Now, obviously that's not how this is supposed to be used, but it's mainly supposed to be used for cleanup. But if you're looking for an easy pickup, I suppose that this could be used as well. Now looking over the vehicle one more time with all the lights on, you can see here that we do have some lights, like I said, on the sweepers themselves. We have some lights on top, the sides as well, which is kind of unique. Overall, I think this mod it's actually really simple, if I'm being honest with you. It just picks up material and puts it in the bag. And for something that I haven't seen yet in FS25, I think it's a pretty good addition. So nonetheless, like I mentioned, if you're looking for this mod, it's in the description below. If you enjoyed this video or have any other suggestions, please leave those in the comments below. They're always much appreciated. So this one's a quicker one, you guys. Thanks for watching, and I really appreciate it. Thanks for sticking along. Bye-bye.